to this channel where we spread love and positive vibes. And I want to start by thanking our subscribers, our new subscribers, our returning subscribers. We really appreciate you. We are happy about you. We thank you so much. And we always tell you that we pray for you. May the Lord bless you, may the Lord enlarge you, may the Lord protect you and shield you. We don't take it for granted, guys, and I tell you each and every day, we don't take it for granted, guys. We appreciate your feedback a lot. You come to the comment section. Like the other day, I shot a video on Jamaicans don't breach. And many of you came and told me that some of the Jamaicans actually breach, men and women. And I had to apologize because of my source of information. So guys, we really salute you. We thank you for your response, for you are correcting us, for your commenting down below and tell us more about your country. We appreciate that so much. And today, I want to start by saying, kindly allow me to start by saying, there is power in unity. There is power in love. There is power in putting God ahead of everything you do. And this power can propel you to greater heights, to greater success, to greater victory. What am I heading to? I'm heading to the country we all love, Jamaica. You know, these people have realized they have unity, we have talked about it, they have love, and they adore God. For a few meters, there is a church in Jamaica. They really show the fear of God and the adoration to the Almighty who created them. And because of this, the Bible clearly says, if you obey me, if you follow my commandments, I will put your nation high above every other nation. And that is what God has done to the Jamaican people. Guys, do you know that way back from early years, Jamaica has been leading in some activities, let me call them activities, for easier language. They have been leading in sprinting field, not track events, actually track events. They have been leading in music. They have been leading in the titles of Miss World. And they have been leading in so many other things. And today, I want us to look at the power in Jamaica. The power of love and unity that has propelled Jamaica to where they are today. The unity they have, the love they have for one another, and also the adoration to their Creator has propelled them to be the leading country in the whole world in some of these activities. Let us start with music. And we have repeated this very many times. We have talked about Bob Marley, the legendary in reggae music. Although some of you have actually come to the comment section and they told me that Bob Marley did not start reggae. But it's like, I don't know what he did, but somebody else came and catapulted reggae music to be what we hear every day. And one of these days I will show you a club where I am, where every Friday they play reggae music. And therefore, we remember this singer for having propelled the reggae music to the level we have experienced it in the whole world. Not even that. Look at people like Shaggy. They have actually taken the lapping of reggae to the next level. Look at people like Jimmy Cliff. Very great singers. And actually Ziggy Marley, who is the son to Bob Marley. These people have taken the music of Jamaica to another level. They have made us to know Jamaica through their talent and brain. Because I would want to tell you that Jamaica have both talent and brain, beauty and brain, creativity and everything else you can look for. So through their talent and brain, these Jamaica high up in the world map. And that is why we celebrate reggae music everywhere, even here in Kenya, because it has its origin in Jamaica. And because of their persistence and not giving up, like we said in the other video, they have made us to know Jamaica in a great way through their music. So we have come all to embrace Jamaica, to know Jamaica, to experience of Jamaica even in our homes because of these great men who actually sacrificed their time, their energy, their power to make us listen to their music. And therefore, we celebrate Jamaica on top of the world because of these musicians. And I've told you, not only that, Jamaica has really actually been up there in the track events. In precise, let me talk about the short distance race. Starting with what is his name? Usain Bolt. Let me call him like that. The word Usain sometimes disturbs me slightly. Usain Bolt is one of the Jamaican runners who have won so many titles, gold medals in the short distance races. And actually I came to realize, by the way, that this man is not only talented in track events, in the short distance races, he is also having the brain to develop, the brain to build, the brain to actually mold his life in a very, very great way. Actually, we celebrate him as one of the richest people in Jamaica. So he did not just waste his money that he got through these medals. He actually built himself and actually constructed an empire for himself. So we celebrate Usain Bolt because of what he has achieved for Jamaican people and actually as an individual, his own development. The other one that I came to learn the other day is Asaph Powell. I hope I'm pronouncing the names well. This guy was actually one of the best track events, the short distance races, but now he's retired. And guys, when Odmaya visited his home, I actually saw his home and I said, these people have talent and brain. I think he lives in the estate we call Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills is an estate near Kingston, and it is the estate where the rich people live. Actually, I remember when Maya was asking one of the guys who live there, the cost of a piece of land there, I think he said 150 million Jamaican dollars. That is quite a lot of money for someone to own a house there. And this guy called Asaph Powell, who is actually married to a Ghanaian woman, is actually staying there, meaning that apart from these people winning these titles, they have the brain to build themselves. They have the brain to build their own empire. The house was so big and so beautiful, and I really appreciated what these guys are doing. They have talent and brain to build themselves to be where they are. They are an example to the youth generation that you don't just be the first in the whatever field you are in, and then you waste your money, and then in your retirement you are actually telling people to help you. I've seen it. People who have had a lot of money when they were in their youth, but as they grow up, we come to help them because they have nothing. They have no food to eat. But we can see the Jamaicans that we have seen there in front, at least they have invested for their own, and we really celebrate them. Then we are talking about track events. There are other women who have actually led in the track events, like Sherry Ann. She has so far won 3 medals in the short distance races. Not forgetting the legend, Hemmings, he's called Hemmings, who won a gold medal in 1968. I think he was actually the first person in Jamaica to win a gold medal. If I am wrong, by the way, you can correct me. He won a gold medal in 1968. That tells us Jamaica did not just start today to be up there. They started very, very long time ago. Remember that for Jamaica to be in the position that we can actually embrace them and appreciate them, they have worked very hard, because this is a small country with a very low population, and yet we can see them in the world's record, in the world's big victory. It's not a small achievement. It is a great achievement. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of sacrifice. It's a lot of self-denial so that they can put their country up there. There are other track champions that are coming up, and I'm going to mention them because I've not learned much. So this are Zavel, who has actually won some medals in the track events. So Jamaicans are sprinters. I don't know whether there is genetics for the sprinters in Jamaica, because in our country we are known for the long distance races, and therefore Jamaicans, we are behind you. We are going to represent Africa to the next level. Look at our space. So us, we are known for the long distance races. And by the way, I was also a long distance learner. And I went up to the nationals, then I was defeated there. I would have represented my country in the long distance races. So Jamaicans have other sprinters that are coming up. One of them I have said is Zaville. Then there is Rohan Watson. Then there is Akim Blake. Then there is Kadrian. Yeah, those are the ones that are coming up. They have actually started putting Jamaica on top there in the map, because 2023, Jamaica was actually number 4 in the track events. They have won several medals, and that is why they became number 4 in the whole world. I think USA and Canada, and I don't know whether it is UK or Spain, were that, and then Jamaica was 4th. Can you imagine such a small country, and it is competing with the superpowers? And I tell you, they are going far. The superpowers watch Jamaica, because Jamaica is actually determined. And remember I said the other day, Jamaicans don't give up. They don't quit. They persevere until they attain their goal, until they attain their vision. And their vision is to become the best world track event. And they will. I tell you, they will. Because where there is a way, where there is a will, there is a way. They are going to attain that. So those are the sprinters that are coming up in Jamaica, and they have started putting Jamaica up there on the map. So we have looked at Jamaica in terms of field race, and also in terms of music. So Jamaica has actually been on the world map because of the music, of the short distance races, and now the boxing. There is this guy we call Mike Makla. He won several titles in the boxing arena. He has won several titles. So can you imagine, these people do not just excel in the field, they do not just excel in the music, they also excel in the boxing arena. This guy emerged taking several titles in the boxing arena, and he has put Jamaica also on top there because of his character, because of his hard work, because of his charismatic, and therefore he has put Jamaica on the map. And I was telling you, not just in those field events, track events, boxing, singing has Jamaica excelled. Jamaica has also excelled in the Miss World titles. And you know, the first Miss World title was Caroline Joanne. Carol Joanne, who was Crawford, who was actually from Jamaica, and she won the Miss World title in 1963. As early as 1963, Jamaica was winning the Miss World titles. And actually Jamaica has won. Actually, you people, you are the ones who came to the comment section and made me know that Jamaica so far has won 4 Miss World titles. And they have taken actually the Miss Universe. 4 Miss World titles. And these 4 women are resilient women, hard-working women. Because for you to win the Miss World title, you must have brain and you must have beauty. You must have beauty and brain. Because there are so many things that are featured in the Miss World title. So you are not just beautiful in the whole world, you have a brain that is ahead of other brains in the whole world. So this woman, Carol Joanne Crawford, was the first Miss World in Jamaica in 1963. She won the first Woman of Color Miss World title in 1963. The other woman who won the Miss World title is Cynthia Jean Cameroon. Cynthia Jean Cameroon won the Miss World title in 1976. These are great women. Imagine those days, 1963 and 1976. These women were something. Because I don't think, even in Kenya, we knew about Miss World title in 1968. And this is the time Carol Crawford was actually winning the title in 1968. That is very, very early. And this other woman, Cynthia, won the title in 1976, the Miss World title. In 1993, Risa Hannah won the title. These are women from Jamaica who fought all the odds, defeated all the women in the world in brain and in beauty, and they excelled to be the Miss World in 1993 for Hannah. Then in where? The current one is Tony Ann Singh, 2019. This is the woman who won the Miss World title from Jamaica in 2019, and she was a great woman. And I told you that there is this woman who was singing in the Miss World title, and her voice was epic. So Jamaica has had women and men who are putting it there on top of the world. Since 1968, we have seen the Miss World titles. And since 1963, we have seen the sprinting, the running. People have represented Jamaica in the track events. You can see how hard these people have worked to put their country up on the map of the world. And therefore, we celebrate you, the Jamaican people, all those that are hardworking women and men working so hard to make sure that Jamaica tops in the world. We salute you and we celebrate you as Africans. And I told you, we are behind you. You will know the tingle with the long distance races. We are going to win the title. And also, who? Mike Tyson. Was he from Kenya? No. So, we are behind you. We will go there. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about is Africa. Africa is actually going the route of independence. The other day we said that for Africans to be independent, we must be united. We must love one another. We must run away from corruption. We must run away from slavery masters that make us to rely on them by a lot of borrowing, a lot of debts, and therefore they put for us conditions that are very harsh to the people that are living in Africa. I'm saying this because it's true. Africans, we have been oppressed, we have been there down because of the debts. Our leaders do a lot of borrowing, and this borrowing is not utilized properly. And therefore, the African nations are going down and down every day. But I want to celebrate one president, one great man, one hero. And this guy is just, is it 38 years? on the Burkina Faso president. The Burkina Faso president, Ibrahim. This guy, I was reading about him, and I actually said, Africa, we are waking up. Because he refused to be dictated to. He said, I better die fighting than to be a slave. And I really liked his belief, his bravery, his strength, his charismatic, his down to earth, his, what can I say? This is a great man that is showing the African leaders, yes, we can be independent. We can rely on ourselves. We can be our own bosses. We can be our own producers. We can be our own everything. If only we shun away from corruption. We shun away from selfishness. We shun away from hatred. We unite together as Africa and fight the common enemy. And I said this yesterday. Very, very important. So I want to celebrate the Burkina Faso president, Ibrahim. Is it Theos? Ibrahim. He's a great man. He's a great hero. He's a great president to be admired by all of us in Africa. Because he has shown us that you can actually people were saying it is the resurrection of Sankara. Sankara was also a very strong president who stood on his principles and actually depended on what his country was getting. Not greediness of borrowing and borrowing and borrowing until the country cannot pay the debts, and therefore the masters come and dictate what you are going to do in your own country. So he has actually stood firm in his beliefs. He has stood firm to build his country. He has stood firm to take his country to the next level. And as he was taking the government, because there was a coup, he told the people it was necessary for this coup because the former president did not listen to the cry of the people. He did not remove the people from the cycle of problems they have been suffering from. And believe me, you who is listening to me, Africa has been suffering from the same problems because of lack of readers who can actually read and read without selfishness, read with the people in mind, read with the poor people in mind, and this can propel Africa to the next level. So we salute you, Ibrahim, Burkina Faso president, and we appreciate what we are doing and what you are doing, and we support you 100%, and we are happy. Those are the kind of African presidents we would want to have, so that we can fulfill the desires of those people that died wishing we were independent, wishing we can be self-reliant. So please, the African president, can you take a leaf from the Burkina Faso president? And now guys, I go to the next part of my video, and I want to talk about Kino. Kino has been a gentleman, a great guy. He has been working all through to make sure that he assists the people of Trenchtown. And you have seen him donating money, donating food, building for Mother Teresa, and he has been going around the slums or the ghetto and actually assisting people, even buying blankets, buying mattresses, making sure that these people are comfortable. And we appreciate the work that Kino do. But the other day, I was watching his video and I saw him going to this lady who has 7 children. And Kino, according to him, he had given money to this lady so that she can renovate her house so that they can have good living conditions. But unfortunately, this woman never renovated the house, and I think she used the money. You can imagine a desperate woman with 7 children, and she cannot see the need of constructing a nice place for his children, for her children to sleep on. So Kino was so disappointed, and he was actually complaining and saying, I was not expecting this. Not really complaining because Kino is a cool guy. But he was disappointed. He felt bad that this woman, even in her problems, she cannot be able to be assisted. And therefore, I thought about it and I said, Kino, you are doing a good job. Kino, I appreciate you. Kino and the Dream Team, you are great people. Remember that members of the Dream Team are members who toil 16 hours without sleeping, wherever they are in the diaspora, so that they can be able to put food on the table. And then they decide that they cannot leave their people in poverty. They actually send money from abroad so that these people can be assisted. And then this lady does not look like she's serious, does not look like she can see the problem she's in. And therefore, Kino, however much you want to help people, there are people on this earth that cannot be assisted. Their minds are not developing minds. Their minds do not work. I'm sorry to say that. But there are people who are born like that. They don't see anything that they can do to uplift their lives. They are actually satisfied with the way they are. I'm saying this because I tried someday. I didn't have money, by the way, but I said the retro salary I get. There was this woman who had a handicapped child, and this child was handicapped when he was 2 years. He was hit by a motorbike and he became handicapped. He's usually tied diapers and he's 11, 12 years there. So when I saw this lady, I started buying for her diapers with the retro I could get. Then I saw I'm straining even to buy those diapers. So I decided, why don't I keep for her a small business so that she can be able to buy her the diapers for this child. And therefore, I went somewhere, bought some shoes, and actually started for her a business. But let me tell you, within a week, that business was not there. One thing, such people don't know how to work. They don't know how to wake up. They don't know how to keep the money they have sold so that they can invest back to that business. So that is how the business collapsed, and it was so, so sad. And therefore, Kino, I know the work you are doing. I know the zeal you have to help people together with the Dream Team. But there are people, even if you move up and down, they cannot be assisted. Because wherever they are, their minds are actually, I don't know what I can say, but they cannot be assisted. And therefore, you struggle trying to help them, and they cannot be removed from the poverty they are in. So when I saw this lady and the 7 children, I said, my God, if it was somebody else, he would work very, very hard to make sure that her children are comfortable. But now, you see, the money is used, no house has been built, the children are still in the same poverty, too sad. But Kino, go on doing the good work, because your reward is not here, it is a reward from heaven. And therefore, continue doing the good work. Guys, I think this will be the end of the video. Thank you, and we meet again during the next video. Bye bye.